Hey Cheyenne, John, West Coast Connects. Ronnie reached out to you guys about 3 days ago. Sorry I haven't gotten back to you guys sooner with this free video. I just had surgery and it's kept me out of commission for a couple of days. So I'm kind of trying to catch up a little bit, but here we go. So I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet. Just want to show you a couple ways you can increase traffic and customer flow to your website. So looking at your website, it's put together pretty well. Whoever did your website did a pretty good job. The one thing I would say though is that content is king, and content is anything that you can highlight, whether that be text, pictures, and really what you want on a home page typically is anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 words. And the reason why you want so much content is twofold. The first reason is because you want specific keywords that you could be found for. So, for instance, say you wanted to be found for like electrician, Reno, Nevada. Okay, if that's something that you want to be found for, I would have it in my text. I might have it as one of my headings. These pictures that you have saved should be saved as keywords. So I would probably have this, if that was one of the searches that I was looking to be searched for, instead of your, promotions and the size, I would have this saved as, electrician, Reno, Nevada. So, that would be my first tip. And the second reason why you want the content is not only so you can be found but for keywords, but because as one of its ranking factors, if you look at like Wikipedia is almost always number one. And the reason why it's almost always number one in pretty much everything that every page that it has is because there's so much content there. People keep adding to it, keep adding more and more text, keep adding more pictures, and it just blows everybody away in terms of content. So really, that's a really important factor, and whoever you're trying to go against, you always want to outdo your competition any way you can. So, say Yelp is beating you in the rankings. Well, Yelp a lot of times has a bunch of companies' information and services listed and stuff like that. So they have a lot of content. So in order to beat them out, you definitely want to outdo them. So if they have 1,500 words, instead of you going 1,000 to 1,500, you'd want to go 2,000. So you always want to beat out your competition in every facet. And that way, when Google does the rankings, they have there's really no reason why you wouldn't be above them. Because you're outdoing them in every facet. So that would be my first tip. My second tip would be to get your Google My Business listing, up and optimized. So when I say I wanted to find electricians, Reno, Nevada, a lot of times what's here first is Google Ads. Google Ads are listed right above these Google guarantees, and then right below the ads are this map pack. And a lot of times people don't go below the ads and the map pack before they click. Now, obviously, depending on what they're looking for, they might go down. Yelp is number one, Better Business Bureau, and then it gets into a couple of your competitors. But if you can get here on this top three, you'll get some traffic just based on your Google My Business. And this is just one of the keywords. I looked at a bunch of different things. Electricians, Reno, Nevada had the most volume. But if I look down, Carson City, Sparks, you just don't have a lot of volume in your particular area. There is a little bit of volume, but honestly, if I'm going for Reno, Nevada, I'm going for Reno electrician Reno. I'm trying to capture this top traffic up here, so that I can get as many customers as I can. So, really, I would focus on those three for my Google My Business. You're probably going to get ranked for Sparks just because your address is in Sparks, but I would really try to build those three out for my Google My Business as well. And there's different ways to rank. A big key factor is star ratings. So The more Google reviews you get, the better. The more photos you add, the better. You don't want to spam them, but slowly build your photo base up over time. And like I was talking about here with the saved as specific keywords, you want to do that as well. So that's my second tip. Get your Google My Business optimized. My third tip would be to, strengthen up your site. So this is your site strength, and this is Ahrefs. This is a tool we use, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to read you the data and show you your competitors. So this is the strength of your site. It's on a 0 to 100 scale, okay, and there's two factors here. And really what you want is you want these as high as possible. You want them as close to 100 as possible, and you want a 1-to-1 ratio. So your DR is basically non-existent, and you definitely want that going on. You have 10 domains or websites that are referring 36 links back to your site. So they have 36 links that are linking back to your site, okay? And of those 10, only 2 are do follow links. And what do follow links are there links that send power to your site. So you only have 2 that are sending you power. Okay, you're ranking in the top 136 keywords, you're getting 4 hits a month, and your traffic value is estimated at $19. Okay, so I would have to spend $19 in Google Ads to get the same amount of traffic, so not very high. Okay, again, I put in electricians, Reno, Nevada, Burnett Electric Inc., and KD Electric came up. And looking at your, their site in comparison to yours, obviously not as high you are, but the DR is a little bit higher. They have a lot more links that are do follow links, especially 81, but not all are the same. And theirs are not very strong either. They're not giving them a lot of power. You're ranking on the top 100, and they're ranking on the top 187 keywords. They're getting 26 hits a month, and their traffic value is $131. Okay. KD Electric, much higher. Again, a lot of referring domains, but not many giving them power. Okay, they're ranking on more keywords, they're getting more traffic. Their traffic value is $160. So, there definitely is room for improvement and growth. You definitely can beat them out. It's not something that would be too difficult, and because you're already ranking. Looking at where your traffic's coming from, Electrician Sparks Nevada, you're getting some traffic. You're in the 5th spot there. You have multiple pages you're ranking on multiple pages there. Electric Company, Reno, Nevada. You're ranking for some of these things. Reno Electrician, you're in the 57th spot. So adding content will just basically boost you up the rankings. Building up your site will boost you up the rankings. And definitely, optimizing your Google My Business will definitely help in getting some traffic that way. So I hope this is helpful. If you need somebody that knows what they're doing that can help you, we'd love to work with you. But with that, I'll let you go. Have a great day, and God bless.